Hi, this is James Lund. It's James the Wine Guy. I have a rarity here. This is a wine I want to share with you. This is TeAwa Left Field Merlot Malbec, and this is from New Zealand, Hawke's Bay, 2009 vintage, 14% alcohol content. Back panel for you to review. And it says here, which I find very interesting. So on the front, it says Merlot Malbec, but this is 78% Merlot, 12% Malbec, and 10% Cabernet Franc. Not really sure why they don't just call it. I guess you see the print here. It does have a larger Merlot against a smaller Malbec, but it doesn't say anything about the Cabernet Franc on the front. I'm not sure if they just want to tighten that up or appeal to those people looking for perhaps a Malbec. It's hard to say, but for whatever the reason, it's a really great find. I can challenge you right now. Go on a website in the US and look for a wine retailer to see what they have in terms of New Zealand reds. Well, I bet you it's Pinot Noir. You're going to find only Pinot Noir, Sauvignon Blanc, maybe a little tiny splash of Chardonnay. And it is really hard to find any sort of other red wines. Hawke's Bay produces most, if not the entire bulk, but a majority of the Bordeaux varietals. You also have Syrah in this region. And it is really surprising that if one didn't know it, if you didn't see this bottle, you may think that it's a nation only of Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Noir, and Chardonnay. And yes, it produces a majority Sauvignon Blanc. That is the national grape. However, it is fun to try and experience something that is unexpected. I remember trying my first Malbec. It was last year from New Zealand, and a friend of mine, her brother was a producer, and just looked for me, found me, and said, "Here, try this wine." So for me, it's a privilege and a pleasure, and always excited to try something new and something different, and to see where this might register in terms of maybe this blend. It could just truly be called a Merlot for import, but again, I think it really comes into talking about each of the constituent varietals that make up this entire wine. So I'll take a little taste and tell you what it's like. What's really interesting about this wine is immediately you get notes on this wine that it is going to be a sweet wine, or a touch or a kiss of sweetness. But upon wine to tongue, you get that immediate sensation, and that dissipates rapidly. There's no sweetness to this wine at all. It's a dry wine, and so when you get notes on this, you're getting deep, dark, rich red plum, red cherry, dried red cherry, and it cascades to a little bit of herbaceous notes, a little bit of marjoram, a little bit of fennel, giving way to pepper and chili ancho, which I think is a really nice measure to this wine. This wine is a 9.1 out of 10.0 scale. For more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, and Google+, and Pinterest. Salud.